New York Knicks star Carmelo Anthony due for an encore. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Eastern Conference action, the New York Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. This one tipping off at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN. The only number available in the betting market right now is currently at Bet Online, favoring the Hawks as 3.5-point home favorites, while the total sits at 200. Definitely monitor any future odds movement by going to SBRodds.com. 9 games in a row the New York Knicks have won, currently the longest winning streak in the NBA, of course, since the Miami Heat ended their 27-game run, and they beat the Heat last night. 102-90 victory as 3-point road favorites. Total sat at 191, so just went over. And of course, the big story in that one was the fact that Mario Chalmers, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade all sat out for the Miami Heat. So the Knicks really didn't face the number one team of the Miami Heat in that one. Carmelo Anthony, 50-point performance. The first time he scored 50 or more points as a member of the Knicks. Of course, he did it a few times as a member of the Denver Nuggets. And he's averaged 39 points in 3 games against the Hawks since Mike Woodson took over on the bench for the Knicks for Mike D'Antoni. And of course, Woodson has some familiarity with the Hawks, being the fact that he came from the Hawks franchise to the Knicks. So he definitely knows some of that roster still to this day. 8-2 against the spread the last 10 trips to Atlanta. So the New York Knicks look like a strong underdog bet due to that betting trend. Back-to-back wins for the Atlanta Hawks. That includes victories over Cleveland and Orlando. Not exactly the monsters of the Eastern Conference, winning those games as 10.5 and 11-point favorites, but failing to cover the spread. And the Hawks are 0-3 against the number in their last 3 games. They are sitting 5th currently in the Eastern Conference standings, already locked in for the 2013 NBA playoffs. But head coach Larry Drew made it known to the media in Atlanta that he's not exactly interested in getting a higher seed. He's more interested in monitoring his players' minutes and making sure his team is healthy, as they'll likely face the Brooklyn Nets in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Really, the key to me is playing the Knicks is the only way that I'm going to do it personally, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to pick them as 3.5-point road underdogs. But the only way I'll really play this game is if Tyson Chandler, the center for the Knicks, plays in this one. I think the number is established with him in the lineup, but I've been reading the fact that he may be a little sore after last night's game, and also he missed the previous 10 games, so I'm not sure the Knicks are going to want to play him on the second game of a back-to-back, especially against the likes of Al Horford and Josh Smith, one of the more talented front court tandems in all the NBA for the Atlanta Hawks. But my official pick is the New York Knicks plus 3.5. Definitely follow me on Twitter for more information on this game, and especially in Major League Baseball, where I give out the best information out of anybody in the sports handicapping industry at Jeff Grant Sports. This has been another edition of Across the Board here at SBRforum.com.